Hello Kenya, this is a boy Kevin Kyogi. So today I wanted us to speak about the uplifting of the cessation movement and what's next after this. So first and foremost, first things first, let us appreciate the fourth estate. They're literally doing a good job. The fourth estate are the media personalities, media houses who in each day try to give us information, clarify issues. Just they keep us on toes by giving us day in information. That's a thumbs up for them. Yeah. Anyway, let me before even I dive into it, let me just some years back. Bill Ruto, yeah, Bill Ruto was in an interview in K24, and he said that some of our courses, our university courses, are redundant and need to be like revised again. Yeah, so that we may have like these courses which have which way in the market industry, which way some weight in the market industry. And as usual, we as Kenyans, we are like, hey, we wachana na kosi yetu, wachana na sisi, kosi ni zetu, blah blah blah, ria, tear gas, we threw tear gas at him. Yeah. But it's a good thing that Bill Ruto is made of kettle. It's as hard as nails, as hard as it comes. So he was like, okay, ni sawa, lakini he literally told us that we won't forget. This is the typical Kenyans. It's the typical us, where in every decisions, before even a decision is made, when we hear something, we are those guys who prior to talk, we speak a lot. We speak a lot without thinking. Yeah. This is the typical us who like blab all the time without thinking about the repercussions of it. So the cessation of movement has been uplifted. Yeah, it's a blessing in disguise, but it was a dilemma. I know it was a dilemma for the president to initiate that and uplift the cessation of movement. This is because either way it was a 50-50. It was a win-win for both sides. As he literally says, everybody is right. Yeah, you want to be the economy to be reopened, you're right. You want for the curfew and the cessation of movement not to be uplifted, you're right. Everybody was right. He was literally like walking on eggshells. Yeah, but he had to make that tough decision. That's why even at the end they did not even allow for questioning, because that was one heck of a tough decision to come up with. But anyway, yeah, the decision has been made, so we have to boil down into it and think of what's the way next. Yeah. So the uplifting of the decision doesn't mean it's not a presidential decree that you have to go to the rural areas or or either go to Nairobi. Yeah, it's as clear as that. Let's be cautious. Maybe even when we are traveling, let's be cautious. Let's love each and every one of us so that we may be able to take care of ourselves and the people around us, so that the infection doesn't explode on us, and we have the sides that we were seeing in Spain, the United States of America, and maybe the European nations. Let me put it that way. So here here comes a decree which was issued, and it started today at 4 a.m. The movement of vehicles, blah blah blah. This should come into mind. Where do you think you're going to, you as a person, when where, oh, pardon that. Where do you think you're going, you as a person, when you know that maybe you are in a prone COVID place? Yeah, let me put it like Nairobi it's a hot spot. Yeah, it's one of the hot spots. What do you think when you just go to the rural areas, those people who are old and senile? What? Yeah, yeah, and apparently Dr. Lois Ombajok literally said that most of the cases are symptomatic and asymptomatic. So you may not know that you have the COVID virus infection on you. So it's not proof that you are well and you should just go and visit people. It all boils down to us and our behavioral patterns. Don't listen to the background noise. Yeah, anyway. Yeah, it all boils down to our behavioral patterns on how we're able to curb and flatten the curve. Yeah, even literally, literally on Sunday, a doctor from Spain, yeah, Spain actually, yeah, they literally recommended us because we were able to narrow down our cases before. Yeah, you hear me? Before. That's why we have like these. Our numbers have not skyrocketed up to the way you have seen other countries like in Africa, like South Africa and the rest, maybe Nigeria. Yeah. And by the way, yeah, there's no need of comparing ourselves to these other nations. There's no need of comparing ourselves to Tanzania. You know, most of us are like, hey, haven't you seen? Haven't you seen that Tanzania everything is as cool? No, we are literally, yeah, we don't know. We have literally have no clue about what's happening over there. We literally have nothing to say. So we are doing what we are doing best. We are playing we. And another thing, if you literally had from Dr. Lois Ombajo, who is the head of infectious diseases at KNH, and she's a lecturer at the University of Nairobi. Literally say that when when we have a surge in COVID-19 cases, our medical facilities will be overwhelmed. Just coming to think of it, apparently there are 12 counties which have met the threshold of 300 ICU bed capacities. Yeah, only 12. This has like we have like is it 47 counties? Yeah, 47 counties. Yeah, you see it's not even half the threshold of the counties which have made the the full-time bed capacity ICU capacity for COVID-19 patients. So this boils down to the question: what if you have a surge? Yeah, but the question is not like even if you have a surge. Yeah, the question is like it boils down to I myself as an individual. How will I be able to stop and cushion other Kenyans against spreading the COVID-19 virus? Because the COVID-19 virus it's endemic, as we have had. It's here to stay with us. So we should have ways to mitigate and actually try to see how we can prevent it from spreading to other areas in reserves and generally those areas which have no cases of COVID-19. But apparently I think there are so little the countries which have no COVID-19. Yeah. So it all boils down to us, our behavioral patterns as humans. It's not about like, hey, sasa the session of movement has been overlifted. Now I have to go and visit my old folks in the reserve. No, it's not. You can just give them a call, throw them some money, so that we don't take this COVID to them, because as you have seen, the COVID-19 takes a toll on the elderly people, because they are vulnerable and susceptible, because they have other prevailing issues. Yeah, most of them have other prevailing issues. Uh, age is a age in itself is it's a prevailing condition, because the older you get, the 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 more your immune system becomes weak. So when the virus attacks them, they have no antibodies to fight against them. They have, but they are so weak. So we don't need to jeopardize them by going on. Yes, they love to see us, but let's think more of their them first, and let's love them. Let's literally love them from where we are. There's no need of traveling. Yeah. And mind you, by the traveling this round will be so exorbitant. If you don't have cash, if you don't have good cash, yeah, mind you, the transport system will be, yeah, it has stayed for a while without it being on operation. So they have to like get back to their knees. And as you have had before, they are losing like each day like 200 million. That's two daily 200 million. That's pretty. That's some cash to lose on a daily basis. So they have to hype up the fears. But anyway, it's not even about the matter. It's about our own discipline as a nation. We need to be more alert. We need to love one another more. And let's practice what the MOH, the government, have been telling us over and over again. Yeah, the decision which the president made, yeah, it was right, it was wrong, it was right, it was wrong. So yeah, it was beneficial for in the opening, because some of us were languishing in abject poverty, the vulnerable. They say that there's no food. Yeah, even if some have been given a weekly stipend. Yeah, and the actually our economy was like at its knees. So it was actually bleeding, so it had to be revamped so that we may have some money as a nation to be able to help us to flatten this curve in the later days, so that it doesn't lead to a surge. So the question boils down to each one of us and in our God-given our God-given brains well. Let us not be ignorant to the fact that people are saying that this thing is a scam. Personally, me, I don't take it as a scam. Let me put it out there. Me, I'm not taking it as a scam. It's here to stay. We have it's endemic. So we should take caution, yeah. And it's not a matter like we are the people like umesikia ni nani akona corona, sijui who and who, sijui blah blah blah, umeona mtu, we all have those conversation under rags which don't lead anywhere. We just have to take the precautionary measures and keep ourselves safe from this coronavirus. But at the end of it all, I know for sure we'll be able to overcome this virus, and yeah, and we'll kick it out of here. So guys, keep safe, sanitize, keep social distance. I know it has been opened, so it doesn't mean reopening means like we have like this outburst of feelings and outbursts of rhetoric, whereby you have to like be going out and about. Just continuously keep yourself safe, keep your loved ones safe, and minimize traveling if it's possible. If it's not, just keep safe. Follow the MOH protocols, the government, everybody. Let's love each one another and God bless. We meet again next round. Bye bye.